Matthew 5. For the sake of time, I'm going to read only one scripture. Matthew 5, verse 7. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Question is this: are you merciful? See, because when it comes to us, we want God to give us mercy. But when we want to somebody else, we want to pull out the bazooka. How merciful are we? Bible says, be like your Father who is merciful. So, remain standing. So we talk about Onesiphorus. We talk about the Good Samaritan. We talk about Barnabas. We talk about Joseph. These are the examples of mercy. Today, one more, remain standing. I'm going to read it without making any comments. Then we're going to work this one. Go to 2 Samuel, the 9th chapter. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. King David, my God, the man who wore out God's mercy. Psalm 32, Psalm 51, if anybody can testify of the mercy of God, there was nobody but David. But because he received mercy, now watch it, what happens. 2 Samuel 9 chapter, and David say, is there yet any that is left from the house of Saul, that I may show him kindness? Original translation says that I can show God's grace for Jonathan's sake. And there was of the house of Saul a servant whose name was Ziba. And when they had called him unto David, the king said unto him, art thou Ziba? He said, thy servant is he. And the king said, is there not yet any of the house of Saul that I may show kindness of God? See, Bible just interpreted. Verse 1 say, I want to show kindness, but over here say, I want to show the kindness of God, meaning grace unto him. And Ziba said unto King, Jonathan had yet a son which is lame on his feet. And the king said unto him, where is he? And Ziba said unto the king, behold, he is in the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, in Lo-debar. Then the king sent and fetched him out of the house of Machir, the son of Amiel, from Lo-debar. Now when Merciful said, we're going to call him Seth for our sake. When Seth, you know how we put it, I mean, come on, Merciful said, oh, your tongue be twisting and turning. And when Seth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, was come unto David, he fell at his feet and did reverence. And David said, are you Seth? He said, yes, sir. Behold, your servant. And David said unto him, fear not, for I will surely show thee kindness for Jonathan your father's sake, and will restore thee all the land of Saul thy father, and thou shalt eat bread at my table continually. And he bowed himself and said, what is thy servant that thou shouldest look upon such a dead dog as I am? Look at the man's soul. Life has taken a toll on him, and oh God, Lord, help us. And then the king called Ziba, Saul's servant, and said unto him, I have given unto thy master's son all that pertained to Saul and all his house. Thou therefore and thy sons and thy servant shall till the land for him. Thou shalt bring in the fruits, and the master's son may have food to eat. But Seth, my master's son, shall eat bread away at my table. And Ziba had 15 sons and 20 servants. And says Ziba unto the king, according to all thy Lord thy king had commanded his servant, so shall that servant do. And as for Seth, said the king, he shall eat at my table as one of the king's son. And Seth had a young son whose name was Micah. And all that dwell in the house of Ziba were servants unto Seth. And so Seth dwelt in Jerusalem, for he did it continually at the king's table and was lame on both his feet. Go ahead and have your seats, please. Let us see how we can bisect and dissect this joker. All right. I remember, I don't know whether we see it now or not, but back in the days, there used to be a commercial, and it says, I have fallen. You remember that? You just dated yourself. I have fallen, and I can't get up. But that's what the world says. But when God comes to the house of God, I'm going to preach today. I'm going to make myself happy today. Bible says a righteous man. Did you hear me? Bible says a righteous man. How many righteous men are here? How many righteous children of God are here? Bible says a righteous man will fall 7 times, and yet you're going to get up the 8th time. Say, I will rise again. You can knock me down, but I will rise. Righteous. So let me back up. Saul has hunted David like a wild beast will chase after a little rabbit or a deer. 17, 18 years, David called to be the king. He's hiding in the caves, running for his life. His son Jonathan was a good friend of David. You need to study this, their whole life. And for those who like to study, 1 Samuel 20, verse 13 to 17, and 1 Samuel 24, verse 20 to 22. So here we go. David and Jonathan are talking. Jonathan knew for sure David is going to be the next king. In spite of knowing his father is chasing him, trying to kill David, Jonathan was on his side. And Jonathan said, look here, we already know you are going to be the next king. But I am asking you one thing. He said, when you, not if, when you become a king, remember me and show me your grace, your mercy, and your kindness, that you will not kill me. Then, on 1 Samuel 24 chapter, he takes it further and says that when you become king, please do me a favor and do not kill my descendants. Because I know and you know, you are God's chosen, God elected. So, David made a covenant. See, why for 23 years I am teaching, I am talking, and I am living the one word covenant. People don't believe in that. But covenant is God's idea. And so David made a covenant with Jonathan. And he said, I give you my word. I will not hurt you. I will not kill your descendants. And they parted. David running for his life. Bible says Jonathan loved David as his own, like his own life. They were good friends. Fast forward. A day, a faster chariot comes and say, Saul and Jonathan, they are dead. Now David will be the king. So now watch it, what happens. The way the world system works, when a new king comes, he will kill everybody from the previous administration. He will kill every living descendant, slaughter them. So Jonathan is dead. Saul, the grandfather, is dead. So they had a nurse, nanny. So Mephibosheth, he was 5 years old. By the way, you can find that in 2 Samuel, the 4th chapter, verse 4. So he was 5 years old. And so as soon as the soldier came and said, Saul is dead, Jonathan is dead, the nurse said, oops, this is Mephibosheth, the one on whom the bloodline of king is flowing. He will be the next one. Because that's the culture, that's how it works. So watch it now. So C grabs a 5-year-old kid. Have you ever tried to run with a 5-year-old? Fear grabs her. So she grabs Mephibosheth, drags him, and while she is running with him, she tripped, dropped him. From knee down, he's paralyzed. So let me just take a side journey here and make one statement. Fear will cause you to drop something. I don't know about you all, but being a professional student that I am, when I went to school, some kids will sign up for 18 hours, 21 hours. But because of fear, they will drop some classes. Some folks been married for, I'm in your Kool-Aid now. But because of fear, somebody will drop somebody. So my question is this: who had dropped you? It's one thing to be dropped when you're grown, but it's a totally different thing when you're a 5-year little kid and somebody drops you. Let me ask you a question: who dropped you? Well, my mama wasn't there all day long. Well, your mama dropped you. My daddy wasn't there. My daddy dropped me. My school dropped me. My church dropped me. My family dropped. I'm talking to anybody who's dropped. So please guard against fear. Because fear will cause you to drop. And what she dropped was a precious cargo. A prince on whom the blood of a king is flowing, but she dropped it. So another statement that I make, fear will cause you to drop, and watch it. It was not intentional. She wanted to protect. But what happens when you didn't mean, but it did happen anyway? I know, don't look at me like that. You know what I'm talking about it. You could have never thought in your wildest dream that certain things can happen, and before you know, you find yourself dropped. It's not only dropped, but got you crippled. Is there anybody here dropped and crippled that you can't walk? Life has taken toll on you. I would have, I could have, I should have, but somebody dropped me. My husband dropped me. My wife dropped me. My kids dropped me. My grandkids dropped me. My brother, my sister. The one who was supposed to protect dropped. What do you do when somebody was supposed to protect and they dropped? An interesting thing, nothing has been said about the nanny. She kept on living. She kept on living. Huh? People drop you and gone like nothing has happened. Come on, folks. I'm turning your Kool-Aid down now. As if nothing has happened. And here, you 5-year-old little boy crying, screaming, can't even walk. At the mercy of somebody else. You know you are supposed to be the king. You are a prince. And can't walk. Prince and scared. Who dropped you? Who made you cripple? Who damaged you? Whoa, 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 whoa. Not only his feet. He was damaged emotionally. That's why we see, thank God where we're reaching out to the kids. They damaged emotionally in their soul. They think that that's all life is about. They cannot come out. They cannot be whatever. Dropped, damaged, hurt, scared, afraid. So now he find himself, we don't know, so let us just go back. So one day, David is sitting, thinking. Now watch it. Now he is in power. At that time, come on folks, when he made a covenant, he was a runner, running for his life. But now he's in control. He can snap his finger and things can happen. So now he is in charge. He said, wait a minute. I made a covenant. See, that's the problem with us. We make the covenant and we forget. When I used to talk to Pastor Vanessa, I used to use the word, it's a sharp talk. I'm your member, sir. I love you, sir. I'll be here, sir. It's sharp talk. But when how do you know it's a genuine covenant? When you had nothing, you made a covenant. Now you have everything. It is easy to forget the covenant. It's easy to forget. God, I made it. I have arrived. Huh? Hey, out of sight, out of mind. I'm thinking about it. But the true covenant will hunt you down. And especially the promises that you make. It'd be a good message for the next year's family conference, but we're not going to touch that right now. But so I'm asking you, huh? When you have made a covenant, made a promise, don't act like you didn't, because you did. You act like, oh, if I don't think about it, that don't count. Yes, you do. You know why? Huh? Because God hears your murmuring and complaint, and God hears what you promise. Not to God, to people too. So be careful. Don't open your mouth. He's sitting there thinking, is there anyone? He did not specify. Anyone who deserves, anybody who is worthy, anybody. Is there anyone? Watch it. What the words does not say from Jonathan's house, Saul's house. Now that's a genuine mercy when your arch enemy, you're looking, your arch enemy and his descendant to bless them, you are born again. Is there anybody from Saul's house? So I can show God's kindness now for Jonathan's sake. Forget Saul. For Jonathan, that's what my homeboy, that's my boy. And we made a covenant for his sake. Anyone. And here's the Ziba. Yes, sir. Jonathan had a son, but he crippled. Come on, dude. The guy got a name. Hello? See, our problem is we identify people by their problem and act like they don't even exist. Oh, who is he? Oh, the one whose husband left. Oh, whose son? Oh, he's in jail, ain't he? Oh, who the one who didn't finish the high school, ain't he? Oh, the one who. And we are not talking about people in the world. We are talking about people in the church. As if you don't matter. When king, listen to me. When the king says anyone, the little peon. Oh, there is one. But he creeper. Meaning, what you want? Huh? You got Joab, huh? The mighty warrior. You got Absalom with the nice hair. You don't want him here? Talk to me. What do you do when somebody drop you? You are crippled, and now you are scared and fearful, and everybody say, they don't talk about you, but they talk about your situation, and they identify with you. Oh, the one who married 4 times, huh? Or the one who can't hold a job, huh? So David said, where is he? Oh, he's in Lo-Debar. Now, that word Lo-Debar, Lo meaning snow, Debar meaning green pasture, meaning the guy, listen to me, supposed to be a king's son, supposed to be in a palace with abundance and prosperity, because of him being dropped, being hurt, is living in a no man's land where there is no water, there is no green, there is nothing going on. Listen to me. Fear will take you in a dry and thirsty land. Because you think they did that to me, they did to me, they did to me. And then you say, well, that's my portion. No, it is not your portion. I'm telling you, I am telling you, I'm telling you, you are still a prince. He is in a Lodabar. Go fetch him. That word fetch with it. Go in a hurry and bring him. Now just think about you. He was there. I don't know in those days they had crutches or not. Don't know. He's in Lodabar, and a fast chariots come in front of your little hut. Is Mephibosheth here? Who wants to know? Because he thinks when he see a chariot, he don't see a horses. He see a sword. I'm going to chop my head off. Yeah. What you want? King David wants to see you. Now think the psychological turmoil the little guy is going through. What he going to do with me? My daddy dead, my grandfather dead, and I am. Dynasty is over. He going to chop my head off. That was the longest ride of his life. And he came to the palace. King David is sitting on the throne, and he comes at the door. Isn't that interesting? Ziba doesn't give him the name, but somehow David found out the name. Read the way you want to read. So when he came, he said, Mephibosheth! Dropped, fell on his feet, on his knees, on his posture. Your servant. First word out of the mouth of David. Don't be afraid, because fear makes you do some stupid, ignorant things. Don't be afraid. I don't know, probably knowing King David. He was not a punk. He was a mighty man. I believe he went over there, picked him up. Watch me. Picked him up, bring him here, put him in a chair and say, listen. Ziba is watching this show. See, there are people, haters. They're just there to find some mess on you so they can talk. You ain't interested in praying for you so they can talk about you. Come on now. Ziba is right there, sitting there. And David, what you looking at me for? Talk to me. Talking to Ziba. And no, what you looking here for? Aren't you the servant of Saul? Yes, sir. How many boys you got? I got a whole lot. You, all your boys. Yes, sir. What can we do for you? No, boy, not for me. Him. Huh? I thought you were going to kill him. See, people rather see you die than prosper. I'm talking about children of God. I ain't talking about the world outsider. My God, they want you to fail. They want you to, oh God, Lord Almighty. And they want you to. I know you ain't going to last long anyway. They hate you. So all them homies you surround with, be careful. They ain't all that for you. They ain't all that for you. They're there so what can eat from you. When the bread gone, they gone. You don't, you don't believe me? Go talk to Luke 15, then talk to the prodigal son. What you looking at it? You're your boys. You go to work. Where? I'm giving him, watch it, I'm giving him all the land that Saul had it. And that was a whole lot of land. He said, now you and your boys go work. Yes, sir. And when the harvest comes, put it on his account. If we go to work, what he going to do? See, they're always worried about what. You're going to make us work. What he going to do? Don't worry about him. He is going to eat at my table continuously. You will eat at my table. Why, David, why you say that? Because he wrote, the Lord is my shepherd, and he makes me lie down in green pasture. Come on, Seth. You don't belong in a dry and a thirsty, barren land. You belong in a land of pasture where the river flows and everything grows. Come on, man. You, my man, you're going to eat with me continuously. And these jokers, your haters, are going to work for you. Crippled, damaged, and yet restored. Where is that throw rug, throw thingy you all carried? Yeah, where is it? That tablecloth or whatever you all where is it, that tablecloth that you all wrap when you all get cold? Is there a sound booth? Yeah, but that didn't. Bring it here in a hurry. Oh, there you go. Bring the chair here. Where is Curtis? Where is Curtis when we need him? Okay, now I should have done it before, but anyway, just for the sake of it. Okay, let's consider this is a table. Huh? That's a big old tablecloth. Huh? Watch it. David is sitting there. Now think me as Seth. Let me go this way so they can catch it. Huh? Me as a cripple. But when I'm sitting on the table, none of you can tell whether I'm crippled. None of you can tell that I'm crippled. You look from the outside. You can see David. You can see Joab. You can see Absalom. You see Tamar. You see all them jokers at the table. And he's sitting there, hey. You know why? Because we all look the same at the table of the master. You know what? It's a nice color, red color. Huh? What washes my sins away? Nothing but the blood of Jesus. So when you come to the table of God, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Huh? You divorce, you covered. You broke, you covered. You lonely, you covered. You damaged, you covered. Huh? You are hated by you covered. Huh? You got nothing. Your mama left you, you covered. Your daddy left you, you covered. Who hurts you? Let me say something to you. Huh? We specialize in our hurts. We specialize in our hurt. You can go back 20 years and you can tell what he was wearing, what she was wearing, what she said, what he said, and you, every single day, you play this thing. Yes. You play this thing. You played that over and over. I remember I was 5 years old, and my daddy come drunk, and he beat my mama up, and he left her. And you play this thing every day, every day, every day. The more you play, farther you're going in the land of Lodabar, where there is no Lord. Oh, what is this message about? Blessed are the merciful, that they obtain mercy. And David says, no, listen to me. There was one old man walking on the side of the road with his walker or whatever. And one car came, nice young man, and he asked, Pops, do you need help? The wise man answered 3 words. Don't we all? Don't we all need help? We all have been hurt. We all have been bruised. We all have been dropped. Those who were supposed to protect, they turn predator on us. So how long we're going to blame this and this and this and that and say, oh, I'm in this mess because of this? Today is the day I am telling you, you better come, because it is not David calling you. It is the King of Kings. It is the Lord of Lords. It is the Good Shepherd. He said, I will lead you in a path of righteousness for my name's sake. I will lead you and guide you. I will prepare a table before you in the presence of my enemy. Oh God, only one who can destroy your dream is you. Come on. Amen. Only one. You are your worst enemy because you wrapped up in your hurts. How could he? How could she? How could they? I'm asking you. Come to me, all those who are dropped, all those who are crippled, all those who are heavy laden, and I will let you eat at my table continuously. My last word. Don't we all? I'm the pastor, but I need help. He's the elder. He needs help. That's the first lady. He's a deacon. Don't we all need help? Blessed be God. He's a present help in a time of trouble.